Star Wars is massive. That's an understatement, right? While it is set in an infinitely large universe with wild settings, sprawling battles, and mystic legends, Star Wars is about the characters. Many people have favorite protagonists and antagonists all throughout the galaxy. The Skywalkers, Luke, Anakin, or Rey, Jedi like Yoda, Sith like Darth Sidious, bounty hunters like Boba Fett or Din Djarin, or the soldiers in the army like Captain Rex. You can make an argument for each of these. But, again, Star Wars is massive. For each main character, there are 10 more that wander around in the background. No lines, no focus, they're just there, and they're incredible. These are the background characters of Star Wars. As fans have grown up over the years, they picked out their favorites and turned Star Wars extras into their own genre of character. It's no exaggeration that you could pick out a single person running around, and you'll find out that they have a name, a backstory, and favorite kinds of pizza. A certain character returning to the Book of Boba Fett reminded me how much I love these guys, and I wanted to share my favorite extras from each of the 11 Star Wars movies. And these are just based on how they look, how they act, and what they're like in the movies themselves. A lot of these characters got more focus in the books, comics, or even TV shows, but in the movies they are definitely still classified as extras. You are more than welcome to share yours in the comments below, because I'm sure everyone's list will be very different. Oh yeah, I've got new duds, by the way. I thought it was high time for a makeover. This will be the new me until I decide I don't like it and change it just like every other avatar I've had in the past. Right off the bat, it's a bit tricky to choose a character from A New Hope, because practically all of them have become iconic in some way. The Tuskens, the Jawas, everyone in the Cantina. Diehards can even pick out specific stormtroopers. The one that bumps his head is the same trooper as this one. Obi-Wan's mind trick gave him a headache. As such, my choice may come as a surprise. My favorite background character in A New Hope is Gonk. It's a mini-fridge that waddles around and says its name like a Pokemon. There is beauty in simplicity. It's one of those Star Wars things that makes a bit of sense in practice. You need the gas canister nearby, so you slap some legs on it so it can waddle to you. Gonk is sufficiently lauded for his important role. What with Gonk, a Star Wars story, but personally I think that Super Gonk is a much better showcase of his role. Super Gonk is effectively canon. Admiral Piet may be closer to a supporting character than a background character, but even as a supporting character in Star Wars, that means he's on screen for maybe 5 minutes. Piet is really fun because he's one of the only Imperials we get to see struggle and emote. Piet does not want to be here. He was a lonely captain with the misfortune of working on Darth Vader's flagship, Executor. And after Admiral Ozzel was an idiot, he was promoted. Piet spends the whole rest of his life looking over his shoulder, praying he doesn't screw up in front of Vader, before being vaporized by an A-Wing. He is a symbol of all of us working class who had a horrible boss who might snap at any moment. Or snap your neck at any moment. This character inspired this video, actually, because of his recent appearance in Garsa Whip's Sanctuary in the Book of Boba Fett. Max Rebo, the greatest musician this side of the Rishi Maze. A small blue elephant man with no arms jamming on the keys. What's not to love? For decades, his survival of Return of the Jedi has been in question, but I let out an audible gasp of joy when I learned he hadn't been blown up on the sail barge. Hopefully he returns again, surviving another strange explosion, with a new band, touring the galaxy. Going back to my video ranking the pod racer pilots, please watch it. No one did. I said that Rots Tyrell was the objective best pod racer pilot. My subjective favorite is Gazgano, the four-armed Quirmian who got second place, which is better than most everybody else, because that is what second place means. I have a propensity for multi-limbed characters. Not sure why, maybe it's because they can hold more weapons when you're playing with action figures? But Gazgano is one of them. Probably also due to my nostalgia for his LEGO minifigure, which has aged badly. Kid Fisto is one of those characters who got expanded a lot in various supplementary material. but he is absolutely a background character through and through in the movies. He smiles for 2 seconds in Attack of the Clones, and is cut down by Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith. It bears mentioning that he lasted the second longest, which is better than most everybody else. I like Kit Fisto, cause in the supplementary material, he was a Jedi who just got it. He understood. He wasn't corrupt, he wasn't politically motivated, he just did his duty as a Jedi Knight. I appreciate that. And it's great having a coworker who always comes to work with a smile. Of all the picks that could be out of left field, the DLC 13 mining droid is probably near the top. But come on, this guy is so chill. Which is ironic on a lava planet. In the middle of all the political upheaval and dark side angst, DLC is a droid doing his job on Mustafar when a Jedi jumps on his head. Instead of pushing him off, he helps his new friend, flying around as usefully as possible. He is one of the friends we made along the way, and I would just love to sit down and have a drink with this dude. Ever since the, admittedly, very strange publicity shots for Maz's castle in The Force Awakens, I have been in love with the Crimson Corsair. Sidon Ithano is a pirate in red cloaks and a deep red helmet who fits the bill of looking cool for cool's sake. I happen to love pirates, and when you have Star Wars pirates, I am very happy. It helps that he was also in the Resistance cartoon for a single episode. He needed to come back more often. It also helps that one of the members of his crew is the last remaining clone of Jango Fett, Kix. That's worth a mention. A few years ago, I played a Star Wars D&D campaign, and my character, Mac, was a Jabatan, like Pow. I screamed my way through the campaign like this. Garabast! And nearly killed my vocal cords. But it was worth it for my big mouth buddies. Pow screams for like 2 seconds and then presumably dies somewhere on the beach. But he deserves as much recognition as the rest of Rogue One. Why? Why not? For a similar reason to the DLC droid, I appreciate that the caretakers are just trying to do their jobs. Contrasting the droid, they do not drop everything so they can help their new Jedi friends. No, they hate Rey with a passion, and their passive-aggressive stares are some of the funny spits of The Last Jedi. Luleo Primarch is a lounge singer in the body of a frog's head in a jar. Just floating around, not a care in the world. I want a Revo Primarch collab album. I'm not sure if Max has experience playing space jazz. Strikes me as more of a pop guy. But he can absolutely learn. And those tickets will sell out faster than you can imagine. The Knights of Ren were a disappointment. No two ways about it. You know who wasn't a disappointment? Vicruel. This specific Knight of Ren, right here. He has a waffle for a helmet and a scythe, which is the coolest weapon. And he's also the Knight of Ren who could have survived the slaughter by Ben Solo. I refuse to rewatch the scene and be proven wrong in my belief that Vicruel is still alive, traveling the galaxy, a changed man. The Knights of Ren suck, Vicruel does not. My reasons are arbitrary, and you should respect them. As I said, please, please, please share all of your favorite background characters in the comments below. This is one of the Star Wars discussion topics that everyone can get behind, and the choices for which ones you like are completely subjective and will be different for everyone. And please explain why. Do you like a character because they look cool? Because of their backstory? For some completely unrelated reason, like their favorite kinds of pizza? I can't wait to hear what y'all have to say. And I love making these kinds of videos, so if you like it as well, please like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely motivates me to make more, outside of the usual LEGO stuff. Share it as well. We can start a renaissance for the background characters online. But that is all for now. Until next time, later.